Hey, and welcome to my new podcast, Phoenix Unleashed. Hey, amazing people, it's Kylie King here, and on this episode of the podcast, Phoenix Unleashed, I'm going to talk about how coloring in with my girls changed the game on some stuff. So, for those who don't know, I have 3 little girls aged 5, 3, and 1, and they love to be artistic. They love to color in. They love all of that sort of stuff. So what I was noticing is they always wanted me to come and color in with them. And I always thought, like, I'm a bit old to color in. Coloring isn't really my thing. What am I doing? But whenever I actually sat down and took the time to color with them, whether I was coloring in a dinosaur, whether I was coloring in Peppa Pig or whoever else I was coloring, I really started to feel calmer. I started to feel a lot better. And I felt that I could really refocus because I was taking that time out to really just sit and pause and concentrate on coloring in the lines, or sometimes not in the lines, but taking that moment to really color in. This went on as I started to really notice that I was doing it more and more and more. I started delving into looking at coloring in and what was it good for and how did it work. And coloring in is a really good mindfulness tool. And mindfulness is the moments where you just take that time to pause and breathe and really be present in the moment. And I feel like currently we don't do that a lot at the moment. There's so much going on, and then we're always working all the time, or as a mum in business, you're trying to make sure the kids are okay, the partner's okay, the business is okay. If you're working as well, everything is okay, or everything is running. We don't actually take a moment to stop, pause, take a breath, and really get back into it and even just focus. So even if you're spending so much time on a project for work or just doing things that are continually monotonous, it could be something like responding to emails, data entry, social media scheduling, whatever you're doing, it can get quite monotonous. You can not feel right. You can feel a bit unclear or not focused. Taking that moment to just stop, pause, and breathe can get you back on track. It can give you that moment to get clarity, to be focused, and then you can keep going and like just smashing out whatever you're trying to do. So it is really important to take rest breaks when you can and just take a moment to breathe. Now, with mindfulness, there's many different ways you can do mindfulness. You can go and take a walk. You can meditate. You can do a whole bunch of different stuff. For me, it's coloring in because I can take a moment and pause and breathe. And I also can do it with my girls, which makes it really nice. So because of this, I started, as I said before, exploring the benefits of coloring in. There's 10 benefits of coloring in. So the 10 benefits are: number 1, it lowers stress and anxiety levels. So because you're taking that moment to pause, breathe, and color in the lines, you're focused on that. You're having that motion and everything around you sort of switching off, which is good. 2, it gives your brain a break by entering a meditative state. So it's sort of also like being a bit in trance, which is when you meditate, you close your eyes, you're just going with the motion, you're concentrating on one thing and you're just focusing and getting it done. And then when you're in this meditative trance, everything around you is really slowing down and you're starting to feel calmer because your breathing then starts to have a pattern, and it's a really beautiful thing to do. And, it's meditating without meditating, which, how good is that? It improves motor skills and vision. So because you're there following it, you're working on your motor skills and picking different colors and looking at different colors and what color will pair with this. And do you put purple with yellow or does purple go with blue is great for your vision stuff. It improves sleep. So if you practice it before you go to bed, you're actually slowing things down. You're taking a moment to just slow everything down. So not everything is so chaotic. And you're allowing that time to just slow down, to ease off, to go to bed. Coloring helps you to focus on the present, which helps you achieve mindfulness. So that's what I mentioned before. You want to concentrate on what's happening right now. So in that moment that you're coloring in, you're concentrating on what you're coloring in. So you're being present in the moment. So whether that is you're doing it with your girls and you're arguing over who's going to grab the yellow crayon or the blue crayon or what you should color in next, you're in the moment. You're having that moment with your children, or you're just having that moment by yourself coloring in. It connects with your inner child. So did you love coloring in as a kid? I know that it was my fan. I loved pulling my crayons out, having a look at what I could do, what different things I could do. So you're really having that playfulness, that creative expression you're putting out there to really connect with your inner child and be like, you know what? We're going to have some play today. We're going to do some coloring in, and it's going to be amazing. Negative thoughts diminish as positive actions are undertaken. So if you're feeling really good and you're coloring everything and it's beautiful and you're using brilliant, beautiful yellows and purples and all of that, you're really you're having that moment to pause and breathe. You're focusing on things positively. So negative thoughts tend to, because you're just concentrating on what you're doing and having a really good experience. Coloring promotes creation and creativity. So you're looking at what you're going to color. It's going to be amazing. You can, pick any colors you want. And as I said, you can color in the lines, outside of the line, whatever works for you, you can do. Coloring can be done by anyone. You do not have to be creative. You do not have to be an artist. So you don't have to hold back. Like, even if you choose to color whatever you choose to color, it's up to your interpretation and how you want that artwork to look. If we were both coloring in the same picture, it doesn't mean it's going to look the same. Maybe you did a red horse, maybe I did a blue horse, maybe someone else did a green horse. It's just really opening it up to your inner child, your creative expression, your playfulness, and what you would do with that picture. And because we're all different, amazingly unique human beings, all of us is going to have a different interpretation about it. Coloring can be taken anywhere, so the hobby is easily accessible. You can easily pop a book into your bag or into your backpack, some coloring pencils, some textures. Some of the planners these days actually have little coloring bits in them, in some gratitude journals or anything that you've got around. They're easy to just chuck in your bag, and then say you're stuck at work all day, or you're on the train coming back from work, or you're going to a meeting. A perfect time to go, okay, I want to be calm. I want to get focused. I want to recharge to really smash this goal, whatever I'm doing, whether it's going to work or going to a client meeting or just being more happy when you pick up the kids from school. You can pull the coloring in out of your handbag and just spend a moment to do it. Just have a moment, but maybe set an alarm so you don't miss any appointment because you're getting so into it. Now, because there are so many benefits of coloring, and because I really found it was a game changer for me. So not only because I was finding myself more focused, and then if I was in a slump at work, this would help me, but it also gave me time to spend with my girls. And then we were doing an activity together that not only, promoted mindfulness, promoted creativity, promoted beautiful, just playfulness. It also showed me the importance of being present in the moment, and it enabled me to be a present mum. So I wanted to emulate that. And I wanted to share with my clients that anyone can color. I color. You can color. It's all good. There's no bias if you're an adult to color. There's no, you shouldn't be doing that. We should always be doing things that make us happy and always doing things that make our hearts sing. So whether that's coloring in or doing artwork or playing hide and seek or whatever it is, go out there and do it. So I created my own coloring book, which is called Today I'm Mindful, because as I said, coloring is all about mindfulness. So I will put the link to my website below. But we talk about the benefits of the coloring in and why it's so important. And then I have 20 beautiful mandalas accompanied by I am affirmations. So as you color in, you can say, I am positive, I am powerful. Now, I've had great feedback from a lot of people to say that they actually use this as a meditation tool. So they will sit down with the intention and they will spend the time. So, for example, they'll turn to a page, say it's like the page, I am smart. And they will sit there and they will focus on coloring in while they think, I am smart, while they're doing the coloring in. And then they'll sit and they'll hold that for a minute and they'll go, okay, I am smart. And then anything that comes out about them being I'm smart, they use the opposite side of the page here to write anything down. So whether that's affirmations that they believe, whether it's reasons they think they're smart, why they think they're smart, what they're going to do to motivate to keep that affirmation about them being smart to go on and on. you can do it in this book. And I've had really good feedback from people that have used it this way and found it to be even, you're going into a meditative state while you're doing coloring in. Why not use it to its full advantage? So I do have this coloring book available on my website that you can grab, because I created my own because I just love it, and because coloring is so important, and I like to really endorse or bring out products that I have found that have been helpful for me and myself during my healing journey. So if you color in, let me know below. If you don't color in, let me know below. And if it's something you've always wanted to try but maybe felt like there was a little bit of a stigma or you weren't sure, I would also love to know. And thank you again for tuning in to my podcast. You can subscribe on YouTube or also subscribe on Spotify and Anchor to follow my journey and see where we go. You can also check out my stuff on Facebook and Instagram, which is at Kylie King Phoenix, or always head to my website, which is kylieking.com.au. And I will speak to you all very soon. Have an amazing day.